bitch, man. Paid the cost TV. Paid the cost TV. We in here. Your host, Louis Automatic, man. Back with it's a special show today, man. It's kind of a bittersweet show, if I must say myself, man. But maybe it's to the greater good. I don't know, man. Snoop Dogg. I'm just gonna get straight into it, man. We gonna skip the introductions, man. It's breaking news, y'all. Snoop Dogg said he has officially quit the weed, as Stephen A. Smith would say. Yes, man, it's official, man. Matter of fact, hold up. We're gonna adjust this thing on the fly, man. Cause you know what? I was feeling it like this, but you know what? I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna have to go back to my original. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I prefer it like this. But man, Snoop Dogg said that he has officially stopped smoking marijuana. The APB just came out today. It was on his Instagram. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I can't look at the post because right now I'm filming on my phone right now. But matter of fact, let's see if I can go on the internet. Yeah, I'm gonna look up Snoop Dogg's Instagram because this is a big deal. I seen it on a couple of different people's timeline that was going on, so I gotta make sure that we check in with it. But yeah, Snoop Dogg has officially stopped smoking weed. He said, like, matter of fact, I don't wanna I don't wanna try to quote it verbatim, but basically what he was saying was that after a long contemplation and talk with his family, basically he said he decided to give up the smoke. Now I don't know, for some reason my usually this internet is lightning fast, so I don't know why of all times it chose to not do what I needed to do. Instagram, Snoop Dogg. Hmm. I don't know what's going on. I'm checking. Everything is right. This is how you know what I'm saying? We doing this thing. We don't keep it all the way in there. We ain't editing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit don't make no sense. Why my internet wouldn't even be running right now. But anyways, Snoop Dogg stopped smoking weed. Now I remember back, I want to say, like, this was over 20 years ago, just like around 2001, 2002. I remember he had quit for like, I don't know, it was it 90 days, 140 some days. I remember he said that, you know what I'm saying, the bishop was just giving him, you know what I'm saying, water and he was drinking. Now, I will say this. I hope that if this is sincere, I wish Snoop the best. I hope that, like, even though it's marijuana, it's not like no real heavy drug. Obviously, we have legal cannabis now, but you know what I'm saying? Like, Snoop has been smoking for like 40 something years, bro. Like, I don't know how old Snoop is, but like, Snoop has been smoking a long time. So it's like, it's going to be some real withdrawal, lifestyle changes. This is going to be the hardest decision of Snoop Dogg's life. This is going to be the toughest thing he ever has to go through is actually stop smoking marijuana because so much of his identity, so much of his persona, so much of what we know Snoop for is related to marijuana, is related to cannabis. So to see, like I said, Snoop to not engage in cannabis use, I mean, if it's for health reasons, obviously, if it's for spiritual reasons, or if it's for just just maturity and like obviously like I saw an interview with Andre 3000 just earlier, and he was talking about how like he doesn't even like in his age being in the studio with niggas smoking blunts all day. So I mean, you can imagine what a session with Snoop Dogg is like. So for Snoop to come to the point now where he doesn't want to engage in marijuana right now, I mean, you would have to say that he's definitely at a point where he's at a shift in his life. I mean, I'm not sure how old Snoop is, but I'm sure yeah he's in his 50s. Snoop has to be about 51 or 52 right now. So just the lifestyle of smoking, not just smoking every day, that's gonna take its toll on you, but just smoking the amount. I remember like they said Snoop was smoking like an ounce a day. This was like 20 years ago. So now obviously you got people around you. I don't think he was just facing the ounce to itself, but just the habit. Like he had like a $800 day weed habit or something. He was running through like a couple ounces a day, just him and his team. So like just the lifestyle shift with Snoop is probably, in retrospect, it's probably what's best for him. Just given just his heavy indulgence and how much we know he's used the drug. I mean, we've seen him, you know what I'm saying, his whole career. like Snoop has grown up before our eyes since his early 20s. So like you know that he is a heavy user to say the least. So like the withdrawal is going to be tough, but just the lifestyle change and just psychologically, that's the thing though. Psychologically, when your whole um like I said, your whole identity has been wrapped around marijuana use, and everybody knows it's like a given. I'm sure like Snoop, he's had concessions in different like places that you're not supposed to smoke. I mean, it's probably been a situation where like you can't smoke here, but Snoop, we're going to look the other way type stuff. I'm sure like it's been dressing rooms and studios and hell, probably people's cribs where they normally was like, hell no, you can't smoke. But for Snoop Dogg, they made that concession. So it's kind of like um when you build that type of persona and you flesh it out, what I'm saying, pause through like just being this guy, and like he's been Snoop in every aspect of his career, whether it's movies, entertainment. I don't give a damn if he was on like I remember TRL, he was Santa Claus. Like everybody loved Snoop. So it was like everybody accepted what came with Snoop. It was like, Snoop gonna smoke weed. He be at your grandmama's house. You be like, oh, go ahead, Snoop, it don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's like, damn. So for Snoop Dogg to come to the point where he stopped smoking marijuana, stopped smoking weed, it's like, damn, we've really come to a point in time where we really need to assess ourselves, right? We need to look at ourselves and what are some of the things that we've been doing in your personal life. I need to look at myself now and like, okay, I need to look at some of the things I'm engaging in with and like need to say, okay, can I take these things out of my lifestyle and still have the same identity, or do I even need to maintain the same identity? Oh yeah, shout out Hustle Gang. You know what I'm saying? Got the Freak Nick Hustle Gang shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, but so like a lot of times the things that are good to us aren't necessarily good for us, right? So it's like it's certain things in my life that I've been using basically as a crutch. That's what you need to look at. Like this Snoop Dogg stop smoking thing, when Snoop Dogg quit smoking, you need to look at that as, okay, what are the things in my life that I've used as a crutch? Maybe for my identity, or maybe not necessarily your identity, but just like to be sociable. Some people feel like they need a drink just to, step into a party, or they need to, before they step into the club, they got to smoke something or they got to drink something. And that becomes a part of just who you think you are. You feel me? And sometimes it could be hard to live your life without those things. And like that's the thing. Like it's a psychological thing. Like the physical withdrawals are one thing, but then there's the psychological withdrawals of, okay, the triggers. Like there's certain things that when certain shit used to happen, okay, this is when I smoke, or what I'm saying, or something as simple as after you eat. A lot of people, after you eat, the first thing you want to do is smoke. You feel me? Some people smoke before they eat. When you have a drink, a lot of people tend to smoke while they have a drink. You feel me? You get into an argument, some people need to smoke it off. You get done having sex, some people need to smoke. So it's like it's so many triggers in your everyday life that you use smoking as basically that crutch. So then to remove that from your everyday life, it's like, damn, how do you even function? It's a psychological component with it too, because it's like that's your go-to when you get triggered with certain stimuli. How do I like basically what? How do I replace this addiction? What do I replace this addiction with? That's gonna be the next test. It's like, what I'm saying, is he gonna like become super health conscious? I mean, that's one thing he could do. You feel me? Like he stopped smoking weed, so now he just become obsessed with working out. You know what I'm saying? Or he might pick up swimming, or golfing, or what I'm saying, he might get back into basketball or football. He might get back. I don't know if Snoop is still coaching, but he might get real back into coaching. But he's gonna need something to basically feed that to replace that addiction. You feel me? Because nature hates a vacuum. Nature hates like empty spaces. So that empty space needs to get replaced with something. And I hope it's something that's definitely going to be more fulfilling and more positive, because like I mean, we've all smoked, drank, did. I mean, hopefully we haven't all done it, but for those of us who have participated in those things, it'd be fun for a minute, but then after a while, you be doing this shit basically out of necessity because you got an addiction. So then it's damn near like, damn, I don't want to do this shit. You feel me? So imagine if you've been smoking for like 40 years, how long has he been wanting to quit? That's a question you need to be asking yourself. Like while we all looking at Snoop, And like some people might be feeling bad or feeling like, damn, why you want to quit smoking? Snoop been wanting to quit smoking for a long time. Like it's like with any addiction a person have, yeah, they engage in it and it does give them a certain stimulus. It does provide a certain stimulus. You feel me? But at the end of the day, this nigga probably been wanting to. Like I said, he tried to quit smoking back in 2001. So that means this man been trying to quit smoking for like 20 years, and deep down he probably wanted to been quit smoking, but he's Snoop Dogg. You feel me? That's the problem. That's the whole reason why I bring up this identity point is because he in his heart, he probably been wanting to quit smoking, but he's Snoop Dogg. He built up this persona up in smoke tours and all this shit. He got to live up to that. Everywhere you go, everybody trying to give you free weed. You feel me? It's like, nigga, how could I maintain who I am and not engage in this shit? So he's like, nigga, finally, after a lot of consideration and contemplation with me and my family, this is it. And you know what? On some real shit, I hope he can stick to it because that's how much I fuck with Snoop. And that I hope you all could, you know what I'm saying, basically feel the same way. Like, damn. And hopefully you'll be influenced to cut back on some of the shit that you might be feel either holding you back or just not good for you. Period. Because we all addicted to something. So you know what I'm saying. I just want to say prayers up to Snoop, and you know what I'm saying. I fuck with your OG, you unk. You feel me? And we gonna ride with you. You know what I'm saying. And it ain't about, you know what I'm saying, putting blame, because some people will try to put blame. Yeah, I think about it. It's two sides to every coin, just to bring it, just to play devil's advocate a bit. You know what I'm saying? It's some people who probably did start smoking because of Snoop, or not saying because of Snoop, but like, you know what I'm saying? I'll put it to you like this. When we was little kids and shit, we damn near wanted to smoke weed before we even knew what weed was, just because you might have heard it in Bone Thugs and Harmony. You remember back in the day, niggas would be rolling up their damn loose leaf or some shit. So it's like, damn, that shit might weigh on a nigga too. You gotta think about it. We human, bro. We take into account everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Snoop is a smart dude. You can't make it to where he is without being thoughtful, insightful. We've seen all different sides of Snoop. First, he came out super gangster, but then you realize he really like a smooth player, family type man. You feel me? But like you said, he caught up in the rapture of the industry. He caught up in the rapture of people's idea of who he is and what they want him to be. So it's like you be living up to shit, and he doesn't necessarily want to live up to that anymore. So salute to Uncle Snoop, man. Paid the cost TV, Lewis Automatic. We out.